Hello everyone. As you can see, it's nice enough to come to the beach. So I'm going to do a beach healing and cleansing ASMR for you. I know a lot of people can't get out at the moment, so this beach is only 3 blocks away from my house. Now, I cannot help other people, so if they walk past, if a dog runs up to me, so be it. Okay, so settle yourself down, nice and comfortable, and just start to tune in to the sound of the waves. Just going to cleanse you with some Bermudian sand. Shake all those worries off you and calm down. Nobody wants anything from you at this moment. Nobody needs anything from you at this moment. Just start to relax. And I'm just going to put this aquamarine at your feet. And I'm going to give you these beautiful river muscles from Siam to hold. And start to let the world slip away. Taking a deep breath in for the skies above you, and breathe out onto the stone. Taking a deep breath in for the ground below you, and breathe out onto the stone. And a last deep breath in for the seas surrounding these sacred lands, and onto the stone. And relax even further. Okay. And I'd like you to imagine roots growing out of your shoulders and down past your hips and knees. Down, down, and down into the ground below you. And just imagine that you are sitting on this beach now. And you're starting to calm down. And I'm just going to draw in some Reiki symbols before we start from the Oceanic Reiki. So first of all, we will draw in the Heart Chakra. Heart Chakra. Heart Chakra. And then a choke. say Heiki for clearing. And then Daikumyo, Daikumyo, Daikumyo. And I'd just like you to imagine that you two are sitting here on this beach, right on the edge of England, just below London town, at the bottom of the London road. And it's a beach which is quite clay and sandy underneath, and then we have lots of pebbles and flint and chalk on this here beach. There is a wind farm out to sea behind me, and this is one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world, so any number of ships and fishing vessels will also go past. There are seagulls flying above me. You may start to hear them call out to you. And as I sit here looking towards the north, I can see the green patchwork quilt of England and the southern downs. So I'd just like you to imagine that you have come down to this beach, and resting against this wooden groin which holds the beach together, you can see a spade. And I want you to pick up that spade and dig yourself a worry hole. Dig, dig, and dig, thinking about all the stresses and anxieties and worries that you want to put into that worry hole. Dig, dig, dig. And as you do that, I will brush your auric field with the abalone shell. Digging and digging and digging. Letting this shell suck all the negative energy off you. And digging your anxiety hole. Thinking about the worries you want to get rid of, the situations you can't cope with, and maybe the people that drive you mad. And when you have finished digging, I'd just like you to walk up the beach a little bit and sit and look at your hole and feel the weight dropping off your shoulders. You can hear the seagulls calling down, looking for mates. And watch as the sea moves up the beach. And I'm just going to cut those threads and cords off you with the razor clams. And watch as the sea spills over wave by wave. And then drawing out all those worries and diluting them in the salt and saline water, to be dissipated and diluted and to move around the oceans of the earth. And remember that all the oceans are connected. And breathe out. So I'm just going to put my hand on your shoulder. And I am going to work and connect with you fully. Feel my energy now. And I have various shells and sea objects here to represent your chakras. The first one is a kind of sea urchin from Madagascar, and this is going to represent your base because these creatures live on the ocean floor. And does this need a healing? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to ask the pendulum now to turn until it is done. Okay. And I'm now going to get the limpet and siphon the energy off. Good bit of sympathetic folk healing here. Feel the chi being siphoned and sucked away from your base chakra. And then I'm going to direct some energy into, feel it filling up in your mind and your body with the mitre shell, which we use as a wand, filling up with good energy. And all the while you are watching your worry hole as the waves move up the shoreline. Is that okay? Yes. Okay. And then we move up to the Sacral Chakra, which is represented by this false egg cowrie. And this is a shell that is given to cultures, I think in Japan and Papua New Guinea and places like that, given to pregnant women to carry with them as a lucky charm and to bear down on when they give birth. So we shall now. Does this need a healing? Okay, is it overactive? Yes, it's all overactive because we are worrying. So I'm going to use this other cowrie, the tiger cowrie, although it looks like a leopard to me. And I'm going to pull the chi and the worry out. And the worry will be caught in the shell's cavity. Give your worry and anxiety in your stomach area to the cowrie shell. Just pulling that out now. Feel that being pulled out. Very slowly. Give your worries to the shell. And let it pull all your anxieties out. Any sexual frustrations or healing that is needed, pull it out. And these shells often signify abundance as well, because they look like lady parts, and they stand for fertility. Okay, and the shell is now feeling heavier. So is this healed? Okay, fantastic. Keeping an eye on your worry hole, look over my shoulder and see if it has collapsed in on itself yet. It has probably collapsed in, and the salt water has drawn everything out. And sigh out. Okay, so now we are going to move up to your solar plexus, which is represented by a turban shell. Does this need healing? Yes, it does. Is it overactive? No, it's underactive, and that's because we are all stuck at home. It is April the 4th as I record this. Okay, so we need to turn this chakra, and I work backwards with you. So I'm actually going to use this shell on you, and I'm going to draw the turbo shell symbol. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to chakra and activate that into you, and feel your solar plexus speeding up. And if you wish, you can activate it yourself by doing that, but I will help you now. And I shall direct, just look at the shape of the shell and move your solar plexus in that energy. Let it direct energy in, and also so is that activated? Yes. Okay, so I'm just gonna... There are people looking at me like I am mad, and they are quite possibly right. Okay. So now we are going to move up to the Heart Chakra, and this is a heart cockle. These were given to the sweethearts of sailors on Valentine's Day. So I will just get the pendulum. Does this need healing? Yes. Is this the wind blowing? No. Does this need healing? Yes. Okay. Is this underactive? No, our hearts are overactive because some of us can't see our partners. Ugh. Just get comfortable. Okay, so I am just going to activate that shell and your heart. Look at the colours of the abalone ring and draw them into your heart. Tingles, tingles, and tingles. And now I'm going to actually draw the true heart cockle symbol into you. And activate it with a chakra on each side. Turn the labradorite ring round. And have love and strength and courage at this strange time we are in. Is this okay now? And keep watching the tide move up over the sand and your worry hole, feeling lighter and airier and a bit more healed. And so now we shall work on the throat chakra. And this is fossilized coral. And it's fossilized star coral. This particular piece is from Thailand, washed up on the beach, given me by my friend. And this is from southern England. And it was flooded 60,000 years ago. This was found 20 miles north of Stonehenge. And it's soothing. I'm just going to douse. Do our throat chakras need healing? Are they overactive? They're underactive. Okay. So we're just going to direct some energy into your throat with the mitre shell wand. And mitre shells, if you are curious, they stand for finding your religion, finding your path, finding your way. It's a play on words because a bishop wears a mitre. Okay, habla. Chokore, chokore, chokore. Are our throat chakras okay now? Yes, okay. And even though the wind is blowing this, it is not turning it in the directions that it goes. So bear that in mind, please, if you're thinking, that's rubbish. Okay. And now we're going to move up to the Third Eye Chakra, which I have used Larimar. And I believe this either comes out of Dominican Republic or Madagascar. I cannot remember. It is one of the New World stones, and it will connect you to Lemuria and Atlantis. So, again we ask, is this overactive? Yes. Okay, so everybody's at home meditating. Well, in a way that's good, but I am just going to calm this down. And I'm actually going to use a river mussel just to calm it down. And these are freshwater mussels. Just calm your third eye down. Calm it. It's good to use it, but if it's overactive, you might not be able to stop thinking. You might not be able to stop worrying, and you might start seeing things you don't want to see. So we'll just calm that down now, using the calming golds and pinks, and it shines blue on here when I look at it. And look at the pearls in it, using those pearls for wisdom. Calming down just above you. I'm just moving that now too, around the area of your hairline. You should start to feel a lot calmer, a lot more serene, and not having an overactive imagination, which is no good at the moment. Turn off the TV if you're watching too much news. Limit it to once in the morning and once at night. Don't have it on all day. Okay, how is our throat chakra? Has it calmed down? Yes, okay, thank you. And then we'll move to the crown, and this is represented by a Mexican trucker or top shell. And I'm now just going to hold that over you and just open your crown, your trust center to the gods, or God, the divinity, one main creator, whatever his name is, and lots of other demigods and aspects that we connect to. Directing energy in now. Ooh. Are our crowns okay? Lovely. Okay. So now I am just going to run this down your chakra line and use the white angel shell. Notice the wing in the middle. Just to seal that healing in. And this was the very beach that I was gifted the Oceanic Reiki symbols in a storm on the tide change of a full moon in Pisces, my sign. I wrote a wish on a piece of driftwood asking for clarification for the Reiki symbols, and at the moment of the tide change I threw this out, and instantly the symbols moved into my crown, and I will now draw the abalone symbol in for you, which is my ring and shell, and this cleanses and clears earth, air, fire, water, ether, but it also adds beautiful colour therapy and pearlite essence. It works on a vortex energy, so it works backwards, and then with a change of intent it puts colour back into you. And abalones stand for forgiveness as well. So you may want to forgive yourself and you may want to forgive others. Cleansing and clearing and reactivating your chakra line. And I just want to show you how old this place is. I turned this stone over on the beach down here after asking my guides to show me something, and this was in the stone. I have no idea what it is. I'm just about to send it off to the Natural History Museum. It is not painted on. I think it's something like a squid. So that is my ancient sea creature from this beach in this piece of flint. Because as we know, all rocks, this chalk is made out of thousands of creatures which were thousands of millions of years old. And all the water on our earth today was created when our earth was created. The water in your glass now is just recycled. It is sucked out of the ocean and it falls as clear rain into the earth and into you. And then it is expelled as vapor and sucked up again. So it is an endless cycle of birth and rebirth, birth, death, rebirth and transformation. And you go through a fish stage in your mother's womb. You have the gills, your ears, your nose, your throat. And we go through that change in the 10 months. And then we are born out of the water, and as soon as we feel and breathe that cold air, we start gasping. We cry. We are made up of saline water, like that which you can hear behind me. Okay, so I'm just going to pull out a couple of ships of cards, and this is a deck made by a friend of mine, a witch who lives along the coast, another sea witch. I call myself a coastal druid. And she made these cards and they really are beautiful. What do we all need to know today? Oh, the top one has blown off. And it is driftwood. The driftwood of surrender. We have to surrender. At the moment, with this situation, we are being tossed around and we are at the mercy of this. We are trying to control it by staying in. But essentially, the movements of this illness will dictate. So just surrender yourself to being indoors. Learn something you've always wanted to learn. Sit by your window and look out and just resign yourself to the fact that this will be over. Okay, so that is one. Driftwood, being tossed around with the movement of the ebb and flow of the tides. So, What else do we need to know now? And what energies can we connect to? The energies of the octopus, the transformation. Octopus are such clever creatures. They transform, they camouflage, they even dream with colours changing. And I think they have 9 hearts, and they are some of the most intelligent creatures on the planet. You are intelligent, you can transform the way you work online. Transform your meetings with other people. Transform your way of thinking. And maybe even juggle a few hobbies. Octopus has 8 arms. And octopus actually form partnerships with other creatures to hunt. So they adapt and they change to their environment. And I'm now going to choose one more for us for today. But of course, if you're watching this in the future, after the 5th of April, this will carry on in your life. What do we need to know? So the barnacles, and there are barnacles right here where I'm sitting on this wood. So barnacles attach, and they attach to something for life, and then they hang their little legs out, and that's how they catch food. Work out what you are attached to that is causing you a problem. It might be something that you can't help, but with the octopus energy and with the human energy, don't forget, we can transform things. So I am going to leave these 3 cards with you and these words. Attachment, transformation, and surrender. And think how they play out in your life at the moment, and what you can do to change them, or if you just need to go with it. Okay. So it's now time to finish. And I thank you for being here at this slightly different meditation. Look over my shoulder at the sea at your worry hole. It has completely gone. And I want you to shake your shoulders and sigh out. And I'm going to take the river mussels from you. I'm going to take the aquamarine from you. And I'm now going to get you to grow the roots out of your shoulders and down past your hips and knees, and down through your feet into the ground below you, and they grow down and down and down to the very center, to the very core of the earth, to reground you. And I'm just going to leave this running. I'm going to get out of the way. Just leave it running for a few minutes. to connect with the ocean energy. Thank you for coming. Please feel free to contact me if you need any healing or readings done. Ooh.